I have one big, tiny favor to ask. Think about yourself just once. Please, think about yourself just once. And don't only think about yourself, but think about yourself when it comes to a question being asked for you to do something. And their response is, well, if it were you, I would do it for you. Okay, switch it up. Think about yourself and don't do it. You'll find out. You'll find out how they really feel about you. Just think about yourself. Be selfish just once. Be selfish. See what happens, and you'll know how much they really care for you.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trial and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying this is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. What they do though? Mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Look, I'm gonna get right into it. This is a need to know, need to know all the time type of basis subject today. Listen, this is a video about discovering and just realizing who really cares for you and deciphering whether or not if they have developed a care for you based on how much you do for them, based on how much you can provide, do, and what they can get from you, all those different type of things. That's really how love is developed in this day and age. It's all about what you can receive from a person, and over time, that can develop a feeling towards a person. In other words, if you're the one always doing for a person, if you're the one always putting aside your feelings and your overall best decision for you, if you're putting that aside for them all the time, I want you to stop. Just one time, I want you to think about you and make a decision that's best suitable for you and just see what the reaction is. Just see. This isn't just relationships, this is friendships. This is with everything, people. This is with everything. And it's going to apply more pressure when it comes to relationships because look, I'm not the most selfish person in the world, but when it comes to people, over the years, I've stopped just recently, but leading all the way up to maybe at the age of 30, I think that's when I finally started thinking about myself. But before that, I don't care about my overall health. I don't care about I just always put people before me. Always. And now that I stopped, I am truly realizing people's true feelings towards me. And I'm talking about true feelings, and it's shocking. It really is. Because look, when you try to at least tell them your take on something and they completely shut you out, that's how you know for a fact that they don't care about how you feel and they don't respect you and they might not even care about you. Because if they don't even try to get your take on something and they completely shut you out, that's how you know. And you can't have a blind eye towards it. You just can't. And you know how I feel about that word, but you just can't. You got to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt, and you got to start thinking about you. Because the day you start thinking about you is the day you're going to respect yourself, and it's the day where you're not going to allow other people to disrespect you. And it's not about literally disrespecting you. It's about them not caring about your take on things. It's about them not trying to at least talk about things. Because listen, I'll sectionalize it. I'll put it into sections, people. So when it comes to friendships are all about trust, having some commonalities, being there for one another, I mean, if you're the one always there for them and they're not there for you, they probably just they're probably just friends with you based on how much you're there for them. If you really want to talk about yourself for once, and they're not there, they're nowhere to be found, you were just a seasonal person. I'm not even going to mention the word friend. You were a seasonal person because the time that they were at in their life, they weren't happy. They probably didn't have nobody to talk to, and they had you. You were the one that was always there. So when you stop, or let's reverse it, when they stop, you weren't necessarily being used, but for that period in time, they had you. And that's why I don't use the word friend so easily, because I'm telling you, people, I don't know if there's just a lot of entitled people walking around, like we as people. I don't know if we're just born with entitlement, but it's almost scary how you start with doing for someone in order to develop a relationship. You start with what you can receive for someone. It's not always based on a good vibe. And even though vibes don't lie, and what I mean by it doesn't necessarily start with a good vibe, because why do people have a falling out towards people who was nice? Why do people have a falling out with people who brought nothing but good intentions? Why? That person has shown every good deed that they have towards you, every genuine feeling, care and concern they had towards you. So why do you have a falling out? Because maybe necessarily those things aren't what the other person wanted to receive. I'm telling you, I just don't understand it. But start putting yourself first and just see who you can look around and have there. Just see how many people. I'm telling you, people, I've lost a lot of friends. And it's not even necessarily me being selfish. It's the other way around. I'm always someone with an open ear. I'm always someone you can vent to. And when people, a lot of times, I've said it before, a lot of times we as people, we just want to be heard. We just want to be understood. And once you have that, then you take off to somebody that you truly want around. So I'm not saying we're walking around using one another, but everything is temporary, people. Everything is temporary. Let me use my own personal experience for context. Like I said, I'm always open-minded, and I'm always the one with an open ear when it comes to other people. So I will talk about an actual personal experience / relationship. Hell, / friendship. I'll use both. I'll start with the relationship because I guess that's more entertaining. That's probably what people will really want to hear about. So I had a relationship, and like I said, I always put my feelings to the side. I always thought about them. Did I want my feelings to be understood, to be heard, to be validated? Who doesn't? And I'm talking about I wear my heart on the sleeve, people. It's a bad thing, but I absolutely despise having my emotions pushed to the side. So whether they're pushed to the side or not, you're gonna know about it. And I'm always the person who will let his internal dialogue be known. It doesn't even necessarily have to be understood, but I will let it be known. And that's why I said before, people may not always have something good to say about me, but one thing that will be left about Precious Lamont Coleman is that he always opened up. After a while, he always opened up. And if he wanted to, when he wanted to, he always let his internal everything be known. So anyways, with this relationship, there was a very big decision that had to be made. that involved us both. I won't go into the decision because I mean that's not for everybody to know, but it involved us both. And the decision towards me, it was a big sacrifice, people. It was a very big sacrifice, and it was a sacrifice that I couldn't do. In that one decision, I thought about myself. And I made the decision to be selfish. I made the decision that I just wasn't willing to go through what it is that I was being asked to. Now, listen, I don't know if we have a natural manipulation that we bring towards other people, but she told me that if it were you, I would do it for you. If it were you, I would do it for you. Now, it's so easy to say that when you know that whatever decision is being asked or brought up, you don't have to go through it. Anybody can say that. And you know it's manipulation because of the simple fact that she didn't even think about it. Right away, she said, I asked, well, if it were me, would you do it for me? Right away, I would. Didn't even think about it. Right away, I would. Somebody is saying, okay, if you know what you would do for a person, you don't have to think about it. If only I could tell you the actual decision that was being asked, or not decision was being asked, but if only I could tell you the subject matter that was brought up in order for me to make a life-changing decision. If only I could tell you, but I'm not. I'm just not. But just know how important it was based on, you know, based on how I'm reacting. Just know it was important, okay? But she said, if it were you, I would do it for you. Now, in my mind, I'm just saying to myself, of course, that's the answer you're going to give me. And of course, it's something that you will say, but you didn't even think about it. I think we as people, we should just at least give some thought. And that's what's wrong with us these days because we right away make decisions. Anyways, I couldn't do it. For my overall well-being, I thought about. I just couldn't do it. So I didn't say it verbally. Maybe that's the problem. I try to. I always try to. I'm not always upfront about decisions. I always try to be nice. You can't always be nice, but um, I just couldn't make the decision that was best suitable for her and for the family. And that one life-changing decision that I made, the relationship automatically went from this to just because I made the decision to think about myself. Think about yourself just once. I'm telling you, stop doing for people just once. You will know who truly cares about you. We get it twisted. We have gotten it twisted. We think we care and we love someone based off of how much they can do for us. I don't even think that's love. I don't even think that's respect. Why does love and respect, care, concern, genuine? Why does that have to be based on how much the person can do for you? First off, well, this thing that I'm talking about in my own personal relationship, it wasn't necessarily something that they had to do for them. Like I said, it was for the family, okay? It was for the family. Now, what I was about to say, first off, you should be able to do for yourself as much as possible. That's where this generation is falling out on because we're always looking around for someone. And a lot of times we always have someone there and we're just used to it. But in closing to my own personal experience, I just made the decision that was best suitable for me and not for them. It changed the whole direction of the relationship. It just did. And she was used to me doing. She was used to me ignoring myself and putting them first all the time. And never did I put myself first. No matter how much it affected me negatively, never did I put myself first. Not once. Never. And the one time I did, the relationship ended. What did that tell you? What did that tell you? Like I said, it involved the entirety of the family, okay? I know. But you mean to tell me the relationship had to end, so in her mind, she's going to find somebody who will make a decision that's best suitable for her and her family? Okay. That's all I have to say. Okay. You only live once, okay? So why must you always decide for another person and let yourself be miserable all the freaking time because you're always putting them first and ignoring yourself? Why live your entire life on this earth that you only get once? Why must you always make a decision that's best suitable for other people? Why must you always think about other people all the time and not yourself? Ever. I'm talking about ever. And if you're a person that's listening to this, don't let me change the whole direction of your life. I mean, if you want to live your life always thinking about other people and behind closed doors, you're saying, "Why me, God? Why me?" And you're steady pleading with God, and you're steady having all the negative effects from the decisions you're always making for other people. And if you're really feeling sorry for yourself, if you're a person that fits that fits the shoes, I'm asking you because I don't have an answer for it. But I'm not gonna let that be my life. Not when every decision that I think about that's best suitable that's best suitable for them affects my life in a negative way. I'm not gonna live my life like that because my age is increasing. Now, me myself might not, my mentality might not, but whether I want it to or not, my age is going up. It's not going down. I don't have no Benjamin Button. Nah. I'm not able to live my life like that. I'm just not. And it's unfortunate if you have to lose people when you think about yourself, but those are hard decisions that I've heard plenty of people make. Those are hard decisions that I know people have made. It's a part of life. But when you really want to discover who has genuine care and concern towards you, just see who sticks around when you say no. See who sticks around when you actually think about yourself. Are they going to have a boo-hoo effect, response? Or are they going to completely live your life altogether? You're going to find out. You may not want to find out, but you need to find out. Because I'd rather have people who are really there for me rather than having people who just want me around due to me always being there for them. No. And then when it comes to friendships, I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm not gonna play the victim, but I've lost a lot of friends for no reason. Now maybe they had to make the decision that I'm talking about, and sometimes that's gonna happen too. But I'm not having any type of um, revenge mentality towards them. You know, I just get it. But when it comes to friendships, that's what happens too. People have to make decisions that's best suitable for them. And a lot of times it's not going to involve you. It not a lot of times it doesn't involve me, which is why I don't have a bunch of friends and I'm okay with that. Especially at this point in my life, I don't acquire having a bunch of friends. I just don't. Because I know how temporary people are, especially when you make a decision that is best for you. So when I revert back to the relationship, I mean, You know, if she had to leave because of my answer and she had to do what's best suitable for her and her family, I get it. I get it. You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live and you keep going for another day, and you will live. But this is about finding out who's truly there for you. This is about finding out who's truly there for you based on the decision that's no towards them. This is what you got to do. Like, subscribe, share. It's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Think about you for once and see who will continue to be there for you. Think about you for once. Say no to somebody. Say no to them and see if they'll stick around. Just see. You're going to lose somebody. That's a guarantee, but it's a part of life. But you know who you won't lose? The man upstairs. And at the end of the day, as long as you have them, you can live and you will live. Until next time, y'all, before I salute, this is just something that had to be spoken about. This is something that I had to share. And I did. So, until next time, we out. Peace.